In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how posting simple YouTube organic videos added our high ticket offer for the growth partner $51,000 in just 30 days. So I'm going to be breaking down the entire process so you can copy it. I'm not scripting anything. This is no fluff. I'm getting straight into it. So let's go. And just so you know that this isn't luck, we've done it for tons of other people. You can see even if you have low views or low subscribers, our client here closed 3 high ticket deals for his coaching program in just 1 month of working with us. Max Suttervant, we've generated him over 6 figures with YouTube. Julia over 6 figures. Raman making 10K in just 1 video. Marcos over 6 figures. Sebastian Georgiou, a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, saying he really likes our ideas and our content strategy process that we ran him through. So this is not luck by any means. And if you even need more proof, not only did we work on their business channel, but we also worked on their personal channels, which you can see here. You can see the $92,000. This is obviously converted from pounds to USD. And I'm going to be breaking down the entire funnel of how this is actually possible, so you can go ahead and copy it and implement it into your business today. So how are we able to add over $51,000 in just 30 days by posting simple videos? And this is the sales funnel process. So our client had a high ticket offer that ranged from 4K to 8K, and that is what you need. But second, you do want to ensure that you have a high ticket offer, because that's how you're going to actually be able to, go on and add 50K per month with YouTube. And basically how this funnel works is you have organic YouTube videos. We would funnel those viewers over to our YouTube video sales letter, which I'll cover what that actually is. And we also had a free course lead magnet section on their website. And then obviously, as they go through the sales process, they will then book a call, and on that call, they will be sold for the high ticket service. And I know you're wondering, what does this actually look like? So let me go ahead and actually dive into that. I don't want to BS you or waste any of your time. Let's get straight into it. So I am about to break down the content strategy, but before I do that, I want to go and show you live examples from the channel so I can show you everything that I'm talking about. So this is a channel that we worked on. Once again, we didn't have the craziest amount of views or the craziest amount of subscribers. Some of our videos didn't even hit 1K views, right? But we collected cash. We added them over $115,000 in just 115 days. So if you look through here, you can see the videos, but I want to highlight to you guys what the YouTube VSL is and also what those lead magnets in the free course videos look like as well. So this video right here was the free course. We did not produce this video, but when we came on to work with them, I was like, we can drive traffic to this video. And it's very similar to how Iman Ghazi did his YouTube funnel back in the day, and I believe he still does it now. If you come to this video, we basically had this YouTube VSL at the top link of our description on our normal videos that we were posting. And then boom, as you can see with the links here, you can book a call to become a growth partner, which is to tap into their offer, or you have the free course videos. So if I click here, you get sent to this training where you have to input your name, email, phone number, etc., etc. And then there's just tons of free value. Once again, they're even leveraging these YouTube videos on their website because they know how valuable it is, right? And you can see here, even on YouTube, we have a playlist called the Growth Partner Mini Course. And this is there to simply handle sales objections and reverse engineer those into video ideas so people can go down our funnel. And the content strategy isn't some crazy formula. It's actually very simple. So let's get straight into it. So first things first, you want to have sales objections, FAQs, pains and desires, all reverse engineered into your YouTube ideas, and then tie those in with proven content formats. So if you see here, in all of our ideas, we are targeting one of those areas. So you can see how to get ahead of 99% of SMAs and agencies. We are, at this point, appealing towards the desire of our ideal customer of how they can lap their competitors. Or you see here, tired of your marketing agency failing, watch this. Even though this video only has less than 1,000 views, it is nurturing people or directly converting cash through book calls. And there's tons of other examples. I'm not gonna read out every single video for you, but if you look at the title, if you look at the thumbnail, and what we're actually positioning these videos as, which I'm going to cover later in this video, you can see how everyone is targeting a pain, desire, FAQ, or a sales objection that they are having. Second thing you want to do with the content strategy is using the 3-step YouTube funnel that I've found to work best for all of our clients, that allows us to go on and add 6 figures plus through posting organic YouTube videos. So I'm going to break down that funnel now. So this is the YouTube funnel that it takes to actually make your videos turn from content into cash. And the whole goal of this is you want to be able to grow your audience, nurture your audience, but also convert that audience. And it starts by posting these 3 types of content. The main ones that you want to focus on are middle of funnel content and bottom of funnel content. But you also do want to tie in a little bit of top of funnel content when you're looking to expand your brand. So top of funnel is just broad videos that are still attracting a certain part of your ideal customer profile. So for the example, we are targeting agency owners, but we want to make a top of funnel video. That video will just appeal to anyone that's a business owner. And a good example of that is this video right here. 4 secrets I learned from my $50,000 mastermind. This mastermind was actually for agency owners that wanted to turn into growth partners, but now we can change the angle on the video and make it a top of funnel video by saying, okay, these are the top 4 lessons I learned from this mastermind. And the mastermind is seen as broad because any business owner can go to a mastermind and learn, right? Then we have middle of funnel content. This is how to or explainer tutorial type content. A majority of your videos should be like this if you're looking to, convert high ticket leads. And you can see here how to get ahead of 99% of SMAs and agencies. That was our first video, was a how-to type title. How to make 197K with 11 agency clients in 2024. Once again, how to is literally a killer title. You can always use it, and then you just appeal to the pains and desires of who you're trying to actually sell to, using human psychology to place your videos directly in front of who you want to sell to so you can entice them to buy your stuff. And then bottom of the funnel videos are free course videos, case studies, or super niche deep insights. I'm going to break down what that really means. So an example of a case study is 22-year-old reveals secrets to closing a $500,000 deal. That was a case study interview. We scripted the hook, came up with the title, idea, etc., etc. We edited the video as well. We do handle the entire process here as Content Cash Media. So if you guys are looking for a YouTube partner to help you out, definitely click the first link down below. But to get back to my point, this is a bottom funnel video. Another example of a bottom funnel video here could be how to make 197K with 11 agency clients in 2024. This is a nearly 30-minute video really covering their offer. It's like a mini YouTube VSL, and they're kind of pitching what they do, right? But in a very subtle way. With this video right here, which we edited, actually showing you our sales process to close 100K deals. Part 2 of closing deals is a 50-minute video. This is strictly for people that understand, okay, I'm an agency owner and I want to become a growth partner. And after doing the research and diving into the analytics on Hyros itself, I figured out that there's the top 3 ways that you can actually turn your content into cash. Is first, redirecting people to a main VSL video, which in our case was this video right here. Second was actually the easiest type of video, was the client case study interviews. If you post more of those while posting your top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content, you are going to see tons of results because you're literally just showing people they can do exactly what you're already doing for others, right? So those converted the second best, and the third best for conversions were how-to/specific niche content. And if you have all of these and you keep them on repeat within a funnel, mainly focusing on middle and bottom, you will see your content turn into cash. And now you have the 3-layer funnel. What you want to do for this third part of the content strategy is actually allowing your competitive edge or your angle bleed through your content. And what do I mean by this? It basically comes down to pushing your own propaganda and your own agenda and being able to create a blue ocean niche so you can stand out from all the other people out there that are in your niche doing the same exact boring thing. So in our case, our competitive edges, first of all, they've done this for tons of agency owners, turning them from agency owners to growth partners. But the agenda and propaganda that we're pushing is that being an agency owner sucks. And that's what our content is all about. And we want to, be able to basically just trash on agency owners and make them flip on the side of becoming a growth partner. And this competitive edge is shown all throughout our channel. With the first video, this is why I actually chose this idea and positioned it like this. We're literally immediately striking agency versus growth partner. Growth partner is better, become a growth partner, right? If you look at all of our other videos, it's the same thing. Like, this simple secret makes me 10K with one client. What agency owner out there do you know is making $10,000 with one client? That's something that's going to shock agency owners and be like, oh, how can I do this too? So once again, we're allowing that angle, that propaganda, our competitive edge to bleed through our content, not only with the titles and thumbnails, but if you watch these videos, and you're going to see in the videos, we're actually showing our results of them turning agency owners to growth partners and how much they're making. You're going to see Jordan and Jacob actually talk about their own personal results of how they burned down their agency to turn into a growth partner, right? And once again, these mistakes wreck 99% of SMAs and agencies. We're targeting the pains and desires consistently, and this is just how you push your own agenda. At the end of the day, your competitive edge cannot be faked, so don't go ahead and just fake something. Actually sit down and discover what actually makes me unique and how can, I push that through my YouTube content. And then it comes down to how can you actually make a YouTube flywheel system that allows for long-term growth. So first things first, you need someone handling ideation, script writing, thumbnail strategy and design, posting and SEO optimization. First of all, if you have to do all of that by yourself, it's obviously going to suck. Second, you could hire freelancers for each of these roles or hire in-house. Or third, you can just come work with Content Cash Media and we will handle the entire process for you, just like we did for the growth partner and all the other results that you see on the screen right now. Then if you do want long-term growth and you want to be able to consistently book 30 qualified sales calls per month, you have to be able to find outliers first of all, find proven formats that you can transfer into your niche, and then see how you can double down on what's working for you. And I am going to show you live how we did this for us. I'm not going to even talk about scripting in this video. I've touched on scripting in past videos where I break down our entire structure. And I'm also not going to talk about thumbnails, packaging, framing, all that type of stuff. But if you guys want more information on that, just go watch past videos. This is strictly on how the funnel actually made us $51,000 plus in just 30 days. So what I really mean by, finding these outliers that you can niche transfer and double down on what works is actually really simple. When you're scrolling on the YouTube homepage or using certain, YouTube softwares, which I have access to and use for our clients, you're able to find these outlier videos like you can see here. It would like highlight 5.4% outlier, 3.5% outlier, or 8.5% outlier, etc., etc. You want to find these from either people that are in your niche, in adjacent niches, or are just like on a different side of YouTube that you think you can niche transfer, and then you just leverage the title, the thumbnail that they use, but then you position it and tweak the angle to how it would appeal to your ideal customer and who you want to sell to. And that's exactly what we did on the channel, from literally our ideas, our titles, our thumbnails. All these videos here have been created by leveraging previous content that has been proven to work and then putting our own unique spin on it. That's all it is. It does take years of knowledge and learning, but it is very possible. And if you don't want to do those years of knowledge and learning, you just tap in with us and work with Content Cash Media, right? But that's exactly how we're coming up with all that content strategy that's going to, make your videos actually get views and also collect cash. And last but not least, what's most important in my eyes is as time goes on, because things are consistently changing, you want to be able to tap into the pains and desires and insights that your ICP has so you can create new content and new ideas so that you can supply the demand of who you're trying to sell to. Because there are untapped gaps in your market for you to actually, make a video that, I'm not saying you need a lot of views, but you can make a video that can get a ton of views if you're able to supply the demand that people actually want. So whether that's tapping into feedback on your content, if you're getting tons of DMs about a specific topic that, people want you to cover, or if you have a coaching program and you're hearing, a common occurrence between your clients, how can you change that and angle it into a YouTube video? These small things that you're seeing in your niche, outside your niche, how can you make content on the current pains and desires that people are having, and then, put it out there, and you still want to go ahead and leverage those proven content angles and formats like I mentioned in the tip before. And that's how you're going to be able to keep this thing rolling for month over month. And that's how we were able to, book 30 qualified sales calls per month and go and add $150,000 in just 115 days. So yeah, if you want to do the same thing, just make sure you click the first link down below. Like I said, we've done it for tons of other people, and I would love to have you next. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.